So, over the next 30 minutes, we are going to conduct 2 experiments together. It will involve all of you and myself, with the help of a piano, and 3 other musicians. And the musicians, I'll introduce you to them in a moment, but I need to introduce them to me as well, because I've never met them before. And what I want to talk about is leadership for sustainability, but specifically, what is the value of cultivating an improvisational mindset to help us engage with sustainability and leadership? An improvisational mindset. So what I want to do is take you on a journey over the next 30 minutes into the minds of some jazz musicians. Not just their minds, but also their hearts, okay? I'm very happy to see these things happening here, by the way. I feel very passionately that if we understand, if I can build a bridge from the world of jazz into your worlds this afternoon, you will be able to engage with each other better. And as Hugo was talking about, this art of connecting and cooperating in community, we'll see another insight into that in this session now. And my passion is to build this bridge between the 2 worlds. I'm just interested to know, we'll have a show of hands. Does anybody like jazz? Can I have a look? That's good, okay. And I should ask as well, because normally there'll be somebody, if I say, does anybody hate jazz? You're just right in front of me, that's okay. But I won't judge. So, as Marie said, I have this unusual life that I'm a sustainability practitioner. I'm a visiting professor currently at a university in Bangladesh, which has many sustainability issues. But I also have a career in organizational psychology, because I felt that the way to engage human beings and organizations with real change in the world, it required an understanding of psychology. But before, in case the musicians I'm about to work with are listening to me, I think we're ready to... Can I move forward here? It's ready, I think.
Yes, it's ready now.
I'm going to just move forward. In case the musicians are listening to this and worrying that they thought they were doing a gig with a jazz musician, I have been a jazz musician longer than I've been anything else, I should say, because I grew up in a musical family many, many years ago. Is there a music stand? Oh, there you have it as well. Thank you very much. If the musicians are here, I'll encourage them to walk across right now and give them a round of applause. Yeah, welcome. So we have on the saxophone today, you give him a round of applause again, David Ascani from Luxembourg. We have Max Serra on the double bass. And we have Aurelio Palladini on the drums. So on special occasions, I bring all of my expertise together, my psychology, my sustainability, and my jazz. And it's on special occasions only, and this happens to be a special occasion. So I'm very delighted to be here. What I'm going to do is introduce you to 3 ideas, and then we're just going to play music for most of this session. So the first idea is about how do we deal with complexity, ambiguity, and the unexpected. And there may be a situation that you face in your worlds that we also face in our worlds. The first scenario might be, what do you do when you are presented with a radical idea? There's 2 options, I guess. You either embrace it, even though it's kind of crazy and radical, or you run away quickly. And what do you do when something goes wrong? When an error occurs, what do you do? And I think both of those scenarios we have to face on every gig, right? And the key behavior I want to discuss at the first principle is about not judging. So when you are faced with something radical, something new, or even something that is maybe wrong or unexpected, you do not judge. And in jazz, I think we would say there's no such thing as a wrong note. You know, if something happens, well, our quest in our music is to find the value or the beauty in the unexpected. So this, I think, is really important as we search for sustainability solutions. The second idea I want to share with you is one about sustainability language and jazz language. And if, let's imagine one of you approaches me and says, I've got this crazy idea it will change the world for the better forever, but it's really crazy and it's right on the edge of possibility. There are two ways to respond to this. The bad way is to say yes, but, which blocks the idea. I don't know if you've ever received a yes, but they're not nice to receive. And the jazz way, the way that we communicate, is always with yes and. Yes and means, I hear you. Your idea sounds crazy, but I hear you. I'm listening to you deeply. I accept your idea, and let's make this idea grow together. Let's communicate. Let's cooperate. So I want you to think for a moment, are you a yes and human being or a yes but human being? And if you are a yes but human being, I won't judge you, but I encourage you to practice the art of yes and. And the organization you work for, is it a yes and organization or a yes but organization? And I think you have to be a yes and organization like us to make change happen. Then lastly, before we play a piece of music, the third idea I want to share with you is really important to jazz musicians, as I think it should be for you. And that is about the beauty and the value of cultivating a beginner's mindset. And what that means is to let go of the expert mind. We have to listen to experts from time to time, of course, but let go of your expert mind and cultivate the beginner's mind. And there's a lovely proverb, a saying from Japanese Zen Buddhism, and it goes like this. They say, in the mind of the expert, there are a few possibilities. In the mind of a beginner, there are many. And with our expert minds, we get stuck. We do things the same way over and over again. So the beginner's mind is about developing a culture in your organizations or in your life for curiosity and experimentation. So, at this point now, I want to play a piece of music. Now, I remind you that we've never met before. We've never played one song together before. We didn't really even have a rehearsal. This is it. I don't know what they sound like. They don't know what I sound like. But to take this to an even more radical level, and because I was talking about the beginner's mind, I want to invite a real beginner, anyone in this audience, to come and sit with me at the piano right now. And what I'm going to ask you to do, you haven't got to worry because there's no such thing as a wrong note. I'm going to ask you to play some random notes on the piano, and we will say yes and. We won't judge. We will embrace your beginner's mind. We ourselves will cultivate our own beginner's minds, and we want to compose a brand new piece of music for you right now. So I need one of you to stand up right now. You have to be a real beginner. You cannot be a trained classical pianist. We have a volunteer. Thank you so much. Welcome. What's your name?
Marisa.
This is Marisa. Have you? I'm just check. Have you played the piano before?
No.
Okay. Follow me. Right. We're going to share this. So what we're going to do, guys, have a seat here. We'll start this beautiful brand new song together, and then I want you to listen and join the conversation. So I only have one thing to say to you. We're just going to play on the black notes.
Okay.
And you can use your left hand or your right hand or both hands together. And no, I have one more thing to ask you. When we play a beautiful piece of music, and what's it going to be? I don't know. We need to have some kind of story to tell.
Okay.
So I'm thinking a good story to tell would be a love story. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Do you feel some love in your life?
Of course.
So whatever it is, you haven't got to tell me, but feel the love and let it come out of your hands.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoy this love song with Marisa. Yeah. Okay, so you can start. Yeah. That's amazing. It's going to go on the mic, actually. Now, before you go, this is a microphone for you. So what I want to know, first of all, you were brilliant, I've got to say. But before I say anything, how do you feel?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling music is connecting people, and I think everyone is here for a motive today, and we are all very good. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, you were brilliant.
You too.
Thank you. What I think is amazing about what just happened is, first of all, you were so brave, right? Because you've never played the piano before, and you didn't know what was going to happen. And for me, everything that I was saying at the beginning, those principles, there was no judgment. It was a yes-and conversation. It was the beginner's mind for all of us. We had no idea what you would do. And what was interesting, because we're talking also about leadership, is that because you were so strong and courageous, and you had ideas, you were the leader. We followed you. How cool is that, right? I mean, because, and the ideas that you created, because music is within all of us, okay? In here there is music. They were really beautiful ideas. So, and did you trust us?
Yes.
And we trusted you.
I think life is to trust to people.
Yes. So I think you're amazing. So can we give you another big round of applause, Steve? And thank you very much. And maybe you should buy yourself a piano for your birthday, right? It's interesting, isn't it? Because for me, this idea of the beginner's mind is really valuable, and I guess as musicians, it's something that we have to engage with all the time. I know if I hear myself on a recording, and I've used my expert mind, I go, why did I play this? It's like a habit, an autopilot. And in our lives, in our organizations, we do get stuck. So I encourage you, you need psychological safety to do these kind of experiments inside your teams and organizations. You need to be with safe people. This psychological safety is really important. So I encourage you to take those ideas away and experiment with them. Now, at this stage, I would like to merge us into a second musical experiment. And this will involve 4 of you. And I want to give you the context for this experiment. So this third part of today's proceedings, the conference, the text is about nothing great is achieved alone. We know that. And there is a promise for you to discover and experience the strength of acting together. And so far, we haven't really delved into how we connect as musicians, how the improvisation thing works together. So I'm going to invite 4 of you to step forward in a moment, and each of you will find a musician, and your objective is to control that musician. And when you get here, I will tell you how you will control them. So I do apologize to the musicians because they have no idea what was about to happen. And but I can say, as it just was for Marissa, I think this will be another life-changing moment, because I want to give you the opportunity of feeling what it's like to be inside this community or inside this team or this tribe, this jazz tribe. And in jazz, when you hear us play normal songs, we're very good at, each of us at different times can step forward and take the lead, but we're also very good at letting go of control and stepping back. And that dynamic between leading and following is something that we have to do to make sure that all of our voices are heard so that we can put ideas into action, which I think is the same in every organization as you engage with sustainability particularly. So without me saying anything else, can I have 4 people walk here on the stage, stand beside the musician of your choice, whoever you want, it's up to you, and then I'll give you the final briefing for this second beautiful leadership experiment. So come. That's good. Number 1, number 2. This is great. Find a musician. You got me? I've got you. Thank you very much. Now then, I have a bag of special things here. Right, do we have 4 people now? Okay, this is great. Right, can you hold that? It's not for you to wear, I'm sorry to say. But you need to take a hat. Okay. And could you pass? Here we go. Right, now then. Thank you for coming forward. You are the controllers of the musicians, and you can do 3 things to us. If you want your musician to be the leader, all you need to do is put a hat on the head of the musician while we're playing. Okay, so do you want a demonstration? Let's see, you see? And then you play like something crazy. Yeah, okay. So that's what happens, right, when you put your hat on the head of the musician. That's leading. If you want him to follow, you won't have to, don't do anything this time, but you just place your hand on his shoulder. Okay, that's following. And then if you let go of the musician completely, you switch them off. So you know in life, sometimes when people are really annoying you, it would be quite good to be able to switch them off in that way. You can't do it in your world, but you can do it to us right now. Is that okay? So just to say then, we are... You 4 controllers, I want you to let go of your ego. This isn't just about having a good time with one musician. You have to listen really carefully to each other, and there are different possibilities here. You know, for example, what happens if there is more than one leader? What happens if there are no leaders? What happens if you switch off the bass and the piano and you only have saxophone and the drums? There are unlimited possibilities here. So in real time, with no discussion, we are going to start playing a song, and you have to control us. What could possibly go wrong? Your only objective is to make us sound as beautiful as possible. Is that okay? Okay. So there's some clarification happening. Okay.
I'll stay standing. Yes, it's better.
Yeah, you stay standing. Okay, so musicians, enough talking now. This is like a rehearsal. This isn't allowed. All I would do, we're going to do a blues in F, guys, if that's all right with you. That's all they need to know. And can I have a hand on everyone's shoulder? And that gives us permission to... I'll count 4, and then we'll begin. And after that, let's see what happens. And musicians, are you cool with the instructions? Okay, blues in F. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Now, that was kind of impressive, right? Let me ask the four controllers who are here, how did you do that? I'll ask you first. What did you learn? What did you feel? And what might you do differently when you go back? You see over there, that's the real world. Mm-hmm. What will you do when you go back there from the lesson you just learned? Do you have any comments? How does it feel?
Yeah, okay. I think I will listen more. I felt once or twice towards the beginning of the piece that I didn't retract quickly enough.
Okay.
Because I felt that there was sometimes you needed to leave more space for the others.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah.
So I was more inclined to retract later on in the piece.
Excellent.
That was excellent. And another thing is there was actually communication going on between the four leaders. I don't know if you noticed.
I wasn't looking at that. No, that's really cool. That's great.
So as time went on, we were actually visually communicating to leave space for the others to intervene.
Wonderful. I think you did a brilliant job.
It was really quite wonderful.
I was going to say we've just made this band, but maybe we could all go on tour together. Is that okay?
With great pleasure.
Okay,
yes.
That's okay. That's amazing. Any comments? How did it feel for you? You were very lucky because you had the saxophonist, right?
Yeah, I will join what you just said. Like initially, I was focusing on me of what I was doing, and then after, like it went just after, like the collaboration, like being like the collaborative approach went just like few minutes after, just focusing on myself. I would say.
Yeah. Good.
But I found it very powerful and joyful.
And it was brilliant. And what might you do differently when you go back into the real world? When you're in your next meeting, connecting with your colleagues,
Yeah.
have you learned something?
Yeah, but listening.
Yeah.
That's being proactive in listening, definitely.
Yeah.
And not just, as I said, like focusing on me and more on the others.
Yeah, good. Okay, that's really good. That's fantastic. Are you okay? And what we always feel as musicians is that we are fully present. We are always in the moment. And I think that's what you learn from this as well. You have to be present and in the moment. And any comments to add? How did you feel?
Yeah, I feel great. And what I would add maybe that it takes some time to get into the flow. Like
yes.
Just to understand what's... not to be so active, but just to kind of listen. And and it seems to me the great thing is to connect to yourself, to understand what do you feel, first of all, you know, in all that process. And then it also, requires quite a lot of empathy and like feeling to feel each other.
Yes.
And then it's born, but it's
Brilliant.
Magic.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much for that experience.
Thank you. It's, again, an amazing reflection on what it feels like to be a jazz musician, but what it feels like to be a good human being, I think. This is what it's like. Now, I've saved you till last. I'm going to come and see you. How was you were very lucky, right? Because you had the drums. How did it feel?
Well, it was one of my dreams to play the drums. I can say I kind of did it indirectly, so thanks for the opportunity. No, I mean, besides what they shared, I love the fact that, by carefully listening to others, you could somehow naturally also understand when was the moment to play and when was the moment to let the others shine.
Yeah, okay.
And I just love that it came like natural, yeah.
Thank you. Listen, that was amazing. So we've just about come to the end. So a round of applause for our 4 volunteers. You were amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So our time has come to an end. I can tell you we're going to play a secret extra song for you just before you go. But for now, I'd like to summarize what's just happened. First of all, a big round of applause for these 3 crazy jazz musicians. So we will play one more song in a moment. I just want to encourage you to be really mindful in the way that you are as a human being and the way that you connect with other human beings of the things we've said about not judging too quickly, about using yes and language, which helps you not judge, trying to say less of the yes but, and trying to cultivate a beginner's mind in your life. And I think that if you practice these ideas and you experiment with these ideas personally and within your organizations, beautiful things can happen, change can happen, and we can make the world a better place. So thank you very much. You've been amazing. Thank you. Thank you.